right, yeah. Continuing on with the major Wellington events, we have individual members posting all the time of simple events that they're doing. One event that they're planning is a Napoleonic 15 millimeter event, so you can check out our Facebook page and check that out. And we're always trying to do something once a month, at least one big event once a month. So always be involved. Check out our event page, and you'll see. Have a lot of fun.
Is Major Wellington planning anything for Strategicon in this Labor Day, right?
We somehow annually we plan our Pirate Day around that time. So I think we're doing our Pirate Day. I'm not sure if it's the same weekend or not.
They might not have planned anything yet, but I'm actually going to be running the game at Strategicon, BattleTech, of course, on that Sunday. What is it? As I quickly bring up the calendar, September 1st. So I'll be running an introductory game of BattleTech Alpha Strike at Strategicon.
Sweet.
There isn't much on the Strategicon calendar yet, but it's awfully early for them. There are 0 miniature events right now, and I know a bunch have been submitted.
Okay, because I'm looking at it right now, and there's a lot of RPG games, Stone Age, which I'm familiar with. A lot of titles I'm not familiar with. Dune, I'm familiar with that title. A lot of card games, Havoc. Do they have a whole Magic there at all?
They do. They have a lot. They got board games and card games as well. Looking online, Talk Like a Pirate Day is September 19th, and I think that probably the pirate events will be either the weekend before that or after that. Hope maybe.
Okay, so Strategicon is probably open to attend.
So what if we all three met at Strategicon and did a podcast before your event, though?
I'm going to be there.
Okay.
I'll be there.
We'll have to figure out parking and all that. Maybe we could go together, Paul, or something.
Yeah, we could do a carpool.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So we'll be looking forward to planning that. I know Mini Wars is coming up. That's September 27th, 28th, 29th.
Nice.
And that'll be 1 block away from Disneyland at the Howard Johnson's. Yeah.
Excellent.
The rooms are $100, which is great. And that's held by HMGS PSW.
Nice. Are you attending that, Paul?
I will try. It is school time, so all bets are off.
Yes.
But I would definitely go to Strategicon with you guys because you're just so cool.
Nice. We appreciate that.
The other thing that HMGS is doing is they're looking into the armories and holding an event at the armories.
Awesome.
In the area. So we looked at the 1st to the 18th in Azusa, and so we're seeing if they'll allow us to come in there and host an event. There's one in Riverside. I don't know the unit. They've done Van Nuys before. What's interesting is they've done the one in Azusa before COVID.
Right.
But there's been a whole change of command. Everyone 22 months. By 36 months, everyone's new.
Gone, yeah.
So they had no idea what we were doing. No one.
Right.
Yeah. So luckily, they were interested in what we wanted to do, and we're a nonprofit, so that works.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. It's a really cool venue. It's it reminds me very much of the church. Has a big, huge kitchen that they let you use. And then the space is a huge gymnasium. They call it the parade ground. Right. And then it has, all amenities. It doesn't have air conditioning.
Oh, I see.
Hopefully later in the year, then more toward winter time.
Yes, the things get very down time for them in November and December. So we're thinking of doing something then because a lot of the action is not happening. Then they don't do training during those months for obvious reasons because there's so much holiday action happening. So that's exciting news on the front.
Yeah, keep us posted on that.
Yeah. Now we've talked about Frostgrave before, and I know Phil, you say you have some
No, I've played Stargrave, the space version,
Stargrave,
and I've got a force for that. And I've never actually tried Frostgrave before, but I hear it's just very similar.
and it's in version 2, and
Oh,
it's a really nice format. So I was thinking of getting into that again.
I know there's a group in Upland that plays Frostgrave a lot, and then they're trying to start it out our way, trying to get it
Yeah,
off the ground.
I thought I saw it on the Discord for Xander.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
are. You know what? Xander's sneaking up on me. They're starting to play Blood and Plunder. They're playing Frostgrave. They're playing BattleTech. So they got a lot going on up there, miniature wise. So I'm hoping that becomes a center of gravity for everyone to come visit.
Yeah, the nice thing is you can use your War Machine figures, and they work perfectly for Frostgrave.
Nice.
If you
I
like
mean,
Magic the Gathering, it's just that basically with miniatures.
3-dimensional.
Well, and it's all you have, you're a spellcaster, and then you have an apprentice, and you can bounce spells off of him or her, and they can bounce off of you, and then you can summon creatures. You can have
Awesome.
a retinue. You can bring, hire halflings. You can hire uh, different kinds of men and or um, mythical creatures. It's really quite cool.
Right.
The really cool thing about it is the system about how you cast a spell. So you roll d20, and then your opponent rolls a d20, and then the difference is how well the spell works. So if you roll
Nice.
really low and he rolls really high, you get hit. The
Oh, wow.
backlash of
Right.
the counter spell. And I thought that was just really ingenious.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so there's that level of interactivity is just upped
Yeah.
quite a bit. But I think it is you move, I move.
Okay.
But you can summon creatures and stuff like that, and you're trying to get goodies on the table, which is fun too. So you can have fun with that.
Right.
Play for a Snickers bar.
Nice. We'll have to
I
try it.
mean,
We'll
I've
have
heard of people playing the game mostly with historical miniatures as well, because you need a wizard and an apprentice, and those should be somewhat magical. But your regular, the rest of your party is basically just guys with swords or shields or spears. So you could use, like, I mean, people use Romans and Spartans or stuff like that. Anyone with a shield or
Right.
a hand weapon will work.
There you go.
And it actually adds flavor to the game too, as well, because you have this whole themed kind of retinue or band,
Right.
and then someone else has something way off, but
Right.
still really cool. So you have like Vikings attacking um,
Samurai or something, yeah.
samurai, right? Exactly, something that
Nice.
cool and wacky, or elves attacking Roman legions.
Right on. Yeah.
So that's really, really cool.
We'll have
And
to
plus
try
it
it today.
gives you a chance to branch out if are tired of painting the same old figures. You can go out and reaper bone. Is it reefer? I want to say reefer. That's wrong.
It is Reaper Bones, yeah.
That's reaper bones.
Yeah,
Reefer Bones is an entirely different
Different genre.
podcast.
Different genre.
yeah, I've
Uh,
heard a lot of good things about Frostgrave. I mean, Frostgrave and Gaslands are the two big Osprey books that I've never tried, and I always wanted to try either one of those. Have either of you ever played Gaslands before?
Nope. Actually, Xander's has the rule book. I was looking at it the other day, but I heard it's really fun.
So have I. Yeah, I've seen it, and I want to try it one of these days.
I guess it
that
uses Hot Wheel cars and
Yep,
yeah.
Hot
yeah.
Wheels cars and glue lots of guns to them and paint
So
them
it's
up.
kind of like Car Wars, Steve Jackson game.
Similarly, yes, but it's if you've played X-Wing, it's a lot. They have movement templates that are kind of like X-Wing to move your cars and stuff like that.
Which brings me to my next point. What is the fate of X-Wing?
It's dead. No
I
one's
heard
ever
it
going to
died.
see it again.
It's dead. It just blows my mind. They say that it just kind of fragmented. There was large ships and it got
It,
really convoluted.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people still like it and want to keep playing it. And there are different groups working on different homebrew systems to continue it. So we'll see if any of them stick or anything like
The
that
group
are in the area. Yeah.
the group that played at Xander's didn't like the changes between different versions, so I know that that hurt the game.
Well, and the company dropping the line too, that
Well,
hurts.
that helps, yeah.
That was shocking news, actually, that they're no longer going to support it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what the deal with Star Wars is right now.
I mean, I think it was an expensive game to make because it was all pre-painted ships as well. So
True.
they're sticking with Shatterpoint and Legion are more traditional build and paint your own miniatures.
But Rebel Assault was doing really well, so it's
Rebel
gone now
Assault was a
too.
long time ago, and those weren't painted either, were they? Those were just
No, they were not painted.
Yeah, the thing that turned me off of X-Wing was just there's a lot of little details to it. And it causes you to have to know those details to fight the battle correctly. You know, like certain force ratings or shield usage or different, tracking, which obviously comes with playing over and over again. But as a new player, I don't know if that was a turn off to the game or not, because I was sort of turned off like, wow, I don't know all this stuff. So
I know that Star Trek had a version too that was based very similar on it. And it was really funny. The Borg, when they released the Borg, it killed the game. I
oh
thought that
wow.
was kind of in theme though, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
I remember I used to play the Star Trek Attack Wing a lot. We had a tournament scene at Arrow. WizKids I think was pretty good about having tournament kits, so we would be winning free ships and stuff that they would send us and stuff. So it was a blast. But it's a game like X-Wing where most of your ships move with templates and stuff like that. But the Borg could just move like in any direction they wanted. So they had like no momentum. They could just forward, back, left, or right, wherever they wanted, which was extremely powerful.
Game
Right.
breaker, right?
Yes, you
Yeah,
were correct. Yes.
that was too bad. And for those that have no idea what we're talking about, if you do know Blood Red Skies, then you know what we're talking about because that's almost the exact same kind of movement system.
I think you mean Wings of War.
No, not Blood Red Skies, because Blood Red Skies has the templates and you move, they don't.
I think Wings of
No,
War
they
does. I'm not
don't.
sure about Blood Red Skies.
Blood Red Skies does not have templates. Blood Red Skies, I mean, I play a lot of Blood Red Skies. Yeah, you basically could um, move straight. I mean, you move another number of inches, and you could make a 45-degree turn somewhere along your movement. There were no movement templates. That was Wings of War.
Okay, so that's Wings of War.
Yeah.
So you just what is it on the counter then? The actual base that you turn?
So Wings of War, it's on the cards. You have a deck of cards for each plane. There's different and basically you put the cards. Um, they have little arrows on them, and you basically put the card in front of your base, and then you move the base to the front of the arrow on the card.
Okay, so refresh my memory on Blood Red Skies then. How does that work?
Blood Red Skies, you basically you move straight, and you could basically do a turn up to 45 degrees anytime you want during your turn. Some planes break that, but I mean, there's no templates or anything like that.
But it's on the base that you know how far to turn your aircraft.
Um, I
Isn't there
mean,
something you place on the base
to
that
do the
allows?
turns, there's a little compass that you could use because it'll show you what 45 degrees is and stuff like that, but it's the same compass for every single aircraft in the game.
Blood
It,
Red Skies is the one where you're at different angles, right? Up, straight, and down.
Yes. So there's advantage, disadvantage, and neutral. I do
Right.
remember
yes,
that.
blood red skies planes. Yes, advantaged, disadvantaged. There's really nothing on the base. And for people listening to the podcast, I'm holding up a blood red skies plane right now. So yeah, really, I mean, you could just turn 45 degrees off either side. And that's how you turn.
But does it have something that you place there so you know what 45 degrees
Yeah,
is?
there's a little compass for that, yes, but
So
it's
that's what I must be remembering is you
yeah.
place a little compass, turn your aircraft, then you have a little stick that allows you to know how far you
Yes,
move
yes,
out.
but it's just in
So
like
it's not
inches.
like the
Yeah,
templates of X-Wing that you actually had a turn
Column.
radius.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Okay. So I was half incorrect.
Half incorrect.
Half
Half
incorrect,
correct, half incorrect, half full or half empty.
half empty, something like that. Having only played a couple times Blood Red Skies, I will use that as my excuse for not
Sure.
remembering that between. Okay, so what else have we got to talk about? What's our next? What are you doing? What's coming up next for you guys?
Test of Honor.
Yes.
Planning a Stalingrad campaign with you, and I'm actually playing another campaign of Chain of Command with Paul, other Paul, and that's a winter campaign of Bloody Bucket. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Bloody Bucket. So that's Battle of the Bulge. So I got a lot going on, a lot of irons in the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be finishing off the Overlord game. That we started last weekend. I want to get to the Test of Honor game and waiting to be buried by an avalanche of BattleTech. So
Oh yes, the Kickstarter, right?
yes.
Excellent. And I'm gonna like this coming up, Stalingrad. We're gonna get a bunch of those in. I'm gonna see if I can dig out my Frostgrave and do some Frostgrave.
Sweet.
Yeah, see if I can. I don't know many people that play, but I know there are people up in Xander that play.
Yeah, if you bring it out, we'll play. I'll play it if you bring it.
Well, if there's someone there that can help me, because
Okay.
I'll just muddle
Butcher
through
it.
and
Yeah.
butcher it real good, as I did
Okay.
with the templates on Blood Red Skies.
It's all
I
good.
don't-
It's all good.
I don't think I'm gonna live that one down, though. That's it.
Remember, I think it was the last episode you said that you've gotten comments from people listening to us and being angry when we've gotten stuff wrong.
I think no, I haven't seen that yet. I did
Yeah.
actually request that people, tell us what we'll correct anything. But I haven't gotten anything on the Facebook page. So
Okay.
and I know we get things wrong. We're only human. So that's the way that goes.
Speak for yourself, Paul.
Oh, dang. But we have done our first year.
Yes,
That's
we're
exciting.
doing a great job.
Yep, and we're on lip sync again.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that's exciting.
You'll
So
have to send me that link so I can post it.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So last words.
Just trying to get as much gaming in before the school year starts. So hopefully everyone can do that also.
Bill?
Don't be afraid to come out to major Wellington events. I mean, we're very accommodating to new players. We're certainly always looking for new players and hoping to get fresh blood.
Yeah. And don't worry, these games aren't intimidating. They're fun and a lot of fun, and most of us have all the stuff that you need anyways. So come on out and check it out.
Yeah, it's a great thought-provoking and camaraderie and all that stuff.
Yeah, it beats video games.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. At these events, we always have extra miniatures for people to use. If don't feel bad if you don't have any miniatures. You feel free to come out.
Yeah, come out and throw some dice and laugh at your woes and laugh at your opponent's woes.
Yes, for sure.
T-34 is blowing up on turn 2. Yeah.
Yes. Silly flamethrowers.
Silly flamethrowers. All right. So we're going to get back on schedule, right? So we're going to be 1st of August.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Looking forward to seeing everyone again soon.
Yep.